Ethan Hughes, the brainchild of this, kick off the announcement. Thank you, Ethan.
Thanks, Graham. Can everybody hear me? Great. When Dricus and I founded Knox, our mission was simple: to create an alternative, healthier and accessible lifestyle product. Knox hydration products were developed to create a healthier alternative for all South Africans, including high-performance individuals of all ages in the various purpose-driven walks of life. Today, we proudly introduce the Knox Legacy Series. This isn't just another night of fights. It's a celebration of the legacy of the sport that has created opportunities for so many South Africans, and again, confirm the reality that sports are an exceptional platform to unite South Africa and the world. As I stand here as an Australian in a foreign land, I see the great similarities between these two great nations. Sport unites us, we cherish our heroes, and I'm thankful to call one such hero a friend. Dricus asked me when we were forming the company if I could please help spread the true possibilities of MMA in South Africa to a global audience. I truly believe I'm privileged to live in one of the greatest sporting countries in the world, a country that I love, and today I help fulfill that request. For the first time ever, we're bringing together the world of elite combat sports, the lifestyle and the mindset of mixed martial arts athletes, and the beauty of South African culture together. Perfectly showcased in the mother city of our country, Cape Town, being one of the most iconic cities in the world, and sharing in the world to witness this experience. This groundbreaking event is a result of an incredible collaboration between Ignite International, Knox Hydration, the City of Cape Town, and Africa's premier MMA promotion, the EFC. We extend our sincere thanks to the Mayor and the City of Cape Town team for taking hands with mixed martial arts community and showing appreciation and participation in the growth of MMA, not only in South Africa, but on an international platform. This event will showcase the talents of South Africa, and Cape Town is the ultimate host city in Africa for future events.
Well, afternoon, everyone. Great to see you here, and thank you very much to Ethan and Cairo and the EFC and Ignite and Knox team, and of course our champion, Dricus. Awesome to see you again. And thank you very much. I just want to tell you folks that I've seen why Dricus is a champion, and that's because he does not give up. This has been a long time in the making, and this has been a passion and a vision of his for a couple of years now. And it has been so awesome to see how determined you have been to see this happen in South Africa. And we are very honored and privileged that in the end it is going to be hosted in Cape Town. And when it became clear that it was going to be extremely tough and overwhelmingly expensive to try to have a UFC sanctioned event, Dricus was still determined that we are going to bring a MMA fight EFC style event to Cape Town, and that he was determined to see it through, and that's exactly what's happened. So I'm super grateful for that. Cape Town is super excited to host this event along with Knox and Dricus and the EFC. Yes, it's true what you've said. Cape Town is the events capital of South Africa, and we are in event season. It is absolutely standard right now to have 10 or 15 or even 20 events around Cape Town on a single weekend. And it is absolutely humming in the event space right now. And we are always keen to bring more and more events to Cape Town, especially global sporting events like this one is going to be. There is a huge fan base in Cape Town. We know that there will be big support for this event in the city, and we know that it will be broadcast nationally and internationally. And that just helps in our mission of growing the events economy in Cape Town. And I think it's also going to help us significantly in showing that Cape Town can, South Africa and ultimately Cape Town can host, hopefully, a title bout with you, Dricus, in the future. So thank you very much for your confidence in Cape Town. We are super excited to host this. We look forward to it, and we will pull out all the stops to make sure it's an unforgettable event.
Great. Hello, everyone. I haven't said hello to everyone, but amazing to be here, amazing to be back. Sitting here next to Kai, Graham, obviously me and Ethan have been very good friends for a long time. But sitting, it feels almost like back when I was in the EFC. It's crazy seeing the media, everybody. It's incredible how it went full circle. Guys, this event, to me, what I want to speak about today is about what this event represents. Not about only the fights, how amazing that's going to be. Not about the fighters, how amazing that's going to be. and what it took to get here. I think everybody has their piece. I mean, that's where Kai comes in, where Ethan comes in, and where the great Mayor comes in making that really happen. For me, this was a vision, because from the first day I started mixed martial arts and decided I'm going to do this professionally. I've never had another job in my whole life. From the first day I watched the sport was EFC 9 or 10. Andrew Van Sale and Ruan Potts was the main event, and I walked in there. It was on the day Don Madge made his debut on that, and I watched that fight as I walked in. I couldn't believe this big action happening. I was fighting in school halls, and nothing wrong with that. It was just now seeing the dome and seeing this massive event, and I knew I needed to be there. And here I am today, a former world champion, which was all a part of that day I walked into that arena. And I want more people to have that opportunity. I know how hard it is to make it happen. And when you starting off with this sport, I know funds is hard, finding a good gym, having to travel. That is the biggest, I think, hurdle that every fighter has. And I think in South Africa and Africa as a whole, we've shown with the little we have in comparison with the other big fighting countries like America, Brazil, Russia, where they get everything that they need to be the best. We have still managed to do great. We've had a world champion. We've had multiple UFC fighters. That is absolutely incredible. So what this vision for me was the whole time was I wanted to give back to the sport that gave me everything. As cliche as that sounds, it is 100% the fact. Like the mayor here said, we've been trying to do this for so many years because I'm so passionate about this. And this is not me doing this. This is me alongside the EFC who's invested in this sport since I was, 15, 14 years old. All of us that are here in South Africa that know about this sport is the EFC who gave us all that platform to make it happen. And that's why we partnered with them. That's why we want to, and make sure that they started MMA on the African continent. They took that to the next level. And that is hopefully what we are going to do with this event, is make it even better. And speaking about a UFC event, I don't really want to speak about the UFC event at this EFC event that we are talking about, because this is our event. And what we want to do with this event, it's not compete. What we want to do with this event is show the world and show these massive organizations that we can host a world-class event. And I have no doubt about that. And then, of course, we get to the other big thing for me was finally MMA is joining with the city, joining with the government and being recognized as a sport, not as fighting, as a sport, just like any other sport. And this will give so many more people the opportunity to see this and to follow their dreams and doing this as a career, because it's hard to find that in you if you don't see it as a sport. And to finally get that recognition, thank you, Mr. Mayor, thank you, Cape Town. And I know we will get all the support from here on out. The city and more government will support this sport that we love so much. So thank you so much for that.
Firstly, thank you to everyone who's here to make this happen, and many more people in the background that you don't see sitting up here today. This is really a collaborative effort, and it takes a lot to put a show like this on. So thank you. This Knox Legacy Series is going to kick off EFC's 2026 calendar next year in the biggest way possible. It's going to be broadcast around the world, globally on different TV networks. It's going to have unbelievable digital traction. I mean, we're literally talking about hundreds of millions of people are going to be watching the fights from this show. The athletes are going to get that exposure. Cape Town's going to get that exposure. We're going to have shots of the beautiful city of Cape Town going around the world. So we are super excited for it and really grateful for the opportunity. The event's going to be taking place at Grand West Grand Arena on the 26th of February. Best venue from an indoor arena point of view in Cape Town. It's unbelievable. The fans that come out there are going to be blowing that roof off, so we're super amped for it. And yeah, the fight card and the rest of it's going to be released soon, so keep watching out for the big news to come in the coming weeks.
Thank you very much, Cairo. We know that the Cape Town MMA public or the fans are just very, very, very IQ based here. They know exactly what's going on with mixed martial arts. If you've ever been to an event down here, I would love to go on that note and introduce some of the athletes that will be competing. This is your Cape Town team, the team that will be representing Cape Town against the world, which is the theme for this event. It'll be our top Cape Town athletes against the global force. So what I'm going to do is bring them all up. I'm going to start with Faiz Jacobs, Luke Michael, Terence Balelo, Tumelo Manyamala, Adrian Sanchez. If you could all make your way up here, please. We have incredible athletes here. I'm going to ask you to face the cameras so we can get some photographs of you guys in an incredible lineup of talent. And you'll see two of the gentlemen are donning belts. That's Luke Michael over here. He's our current middleweight champion. And Faiz Jacobs, our current bantamweight champion. Gentlemen, if I can ask you all just to line up here in front of the cameras, and we can just get a view of all of you. Get some shots of our Cape Town's finest. They're used to the face-offs. This team will be leading the charge against the Global Force, 26th of February. Thank you very much, gentlemen. You can take your seats. Super excited. Good luck for your preparations.
Absolutely. So this is the first event, it's called a series. So it's the first one that we have been launching. It's been in the making for many years. Literally, you've heard the mayor and the team talking about it. So I don't want to focus too much down the line, but certainly the intention would be this to be the first. We'd love to be doing this multiple times in the city of Cape Town. So this one starts off in February 2026. We'd love to open EFC's calendar every single year with a Knox Legacy Series event in Cape Town. That would be the goal. Obviously, it's on all of our job to deliver an unbelievable show for the fans and for the city, and which is exactly what we're going to do. So we hope to have this partnership again going forward. And certainly it would make a lot of sense to have something in Dricus's backyard in Pretoria one of these days, but that will be in the future. Our sole focus at the moment is making this the biggest, best show that Africa has ever seen. It was definitely considered, and really the look for that, the feel for that was more of the intention of even more of a showpiece for the UFC Africa event, because Grand West, as amazing as it is from an audience point of view, it's only a 5,000 seater, so it's not big enough for a card where you're going to have Dricus fighting, as an example. That's the goal, that's the dream. Whereas the CTICC is actually big enough to do a floor plan to fit about 15,000 people in there. Indoor arena, which would make it by far the biggest indoor arena in South Africa and would make it the venue of choice for a UFC Africa event. It really just comes down to overall budgets, timing, all of that type of stuff. That CTICC is such an amazing venue. It's frankly booked a lot of the time. So it is. We just had to find a solution that works for everyone, which today is Grand West, which is an amazing outcome for this first show. But you never know what comes in the future from here. But certainly one day, if it's a UFC Africa event in Cape Town, our opinion is the CTICC would be the perfect location for that.
My friend, let me tell you this. We haven't even spoken about purses, and you're speaking about bonuses. That's not how you negotiate a purse, my friend. But, we are going to do whatever it is that we can. We're not here to throw money at a problem that never solves anything. We are here to develop the sport into becoming the sport that we all love and to give everybody the opportunity to make it. It doesn't help we do a fly-by-night, we do one massive event, everybody gets paid, the event is a flop, because at the end of the day, it needs to be sustainable. And I think that's what most people need to understand when it comes to that. Yes, it's hard, but the bigger platform we can give athletes. Like I said, I'm not speaking here, it's sitting here as somebody that knows the game like Cairo does, for example. I'm sitting here from a guy who started at the bottom. So I know exactly what it feels like. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to understand. You can't just throw money at a problem. We have to grow this thing, make it, because it's a global show. That's what it's going to be. And make it globally big. And that's going to give more opportunities for fighters. We see fighters now fighting all over the world from South Africa. Maybe 10 years ago, nobody did. Nobody fought around the world. Now, our talent gets scooped up by these massive organizations. by using the platform that they were given. And I think that's the important part.
So I just want to say on the question of bonuses that someone on social media said that they'd pay $10,000 if I spent 30 seconds in the ring with Dricus.
Well, they're not going to get that money. That's,
The thing is, exactly, so it has to go to my wife afterwards because I'm not going to get it. Let me just say, when the city works with event organizers, we come on board as a partner in terms of venue, if it's a city venue like a CTICC or elsewhere, in terms of traffic and crowd management, and we would also offer support to the event itself, as we are doing in this one. And if the event organizer proposes to do some community work around that event, we would almost definitely support that as well. So whether it be the one that comes to mind immediately is the Netball World Cup. There was a lot of community activation around that event, which the city supported as well. And so I think I would put the challenge to the event organizers, to the Knox Legacy Series, to say, if that's something that they want to talk about with the city, we'd be very, very happy to support that. I think what you say is a great idea. It would be wonderful to take some of this work and these exciting fighters to the Cape Flats and beyond. And that's something that we would get behind. But because we're not the event organizer, we would be a supportive role if that's something that they wanted to do. And it's awesome to meet these Cape Town team. Obviously, they're going to win.
That will be revealed. The plan for today was to reveal that will be Cape Town's best competing. These are obviously the top Cape Town athletes, and there's more that will be filling up that Cape Town fight card. But they're going to be competing against top athletes from around the world. We're going to, I don't want to give away too much. You'll see what's coming in the next couple of weeks. So from a fight card point of view, but you will not be disappointed. Let's put it that way.
They've done a good job so far, so I'll give
we
that to them,
actually have been vetting it past them. So very, very much
because
involved.
if something happens, I'm out. It is all of them.
All of that's coming. It'll be starting from 250 upwards. From there, we want to make it accessible. I mean, we're talking about stuff for the community. Lots of that's also going to be coming as well. This event is for the people of Cape Town, for the fans of Cape Town, and we're going to certainly make sure that everyone who wants to be there can attend.
If we could just do some photos now with the mayor, Dricus, Cairo, Ethan. Thank you very much. Can we get the athletes up? We didn't really get a good look and an introduction of each one of them. This gentleman here is Terence Balello, former flyweight and bantamweight champion, an incredible athlete. We've got Tumelo Manyamala, who had a stint in the UFC, has come back to reclaim glory in terms of a flyweight contendership. He's an absolute machine. Adrian Sanchez, number one lightweight contender. I'm going to skip you, Ethan and Maya, and go on to Luke Michael, current middleweight champion, looking to defend at this event, which will be incredible. Skipping Dricus, I wish I could add him to this card, but going over to Faiz Jacobs, a prolific athlete. So this man has been in our Hall of Fame for a very long time and is our current bantamweight champion in Cairo. Thank you very much, everybody, for attending. It's been an incredible event.